All right, here's a thread from Kyle. Morning bourbon thread, morning bourbon thread. The topic of choice, the Trump doctrine. Namely, we're America, bitch. See, this is actually a bit deeper than you'd expect. Seriously, we're America, bitch. It's not just some brazen declaration of superiority. It is an acknowledgement of our superiority. Our GDP, larger by an order of magnitude than almost every other country in the world besides China, who still hasn't caught up to us. In fact, it would take China, Germany, and Japan in order to exceed our GDP by raw total. Our military, second to none. We have the largest, the most advanced, the most frighteningly powerful military on the planet. Ask the Russians, our supposed closest rival, what happens when they try to take a position from US forces. Militarily, economically, we're the top dog. So what is we're America, bitch? Simple. It means we're actually using that power, flexing our muscles. The experts want to tell you that Trump was foolish at the G7 meeting, that we're turning against the rest of the G7. Did you know that the other 6 members' GDP still don't exceed the US GDP? Yeah, we're bigger than all of them combined. See, there's been a problem in the last few decades with our foreign policy, a core root issue. We're told to be afraid of our own power. Yep, fear. We're told that we shouldn't be as powerful as we are, that we should simply give away and let go of that power. Do you want to know what pisses me off the most? What enrages me about this finger wagging and shaming that occurs about our trade deficit? They preach free trade and then put tariffs on our goods. Free trade currently does not exist. NAFTA, the North American Free Trade Agreement, is not free trade. Our trade with allies is not free trade. Nothing we have is free trade. See, free trade is the removal of all barriers to trade. No tariffs, no quotas, nothing. When that happens, countries are supposed to specialize in specific industries so that trade balance is created by everyone selling whatever goods they have the biggest advantage making. If this were to occur, the US would rule the food economy. We would rule the food markets. We already do up to a point, but free trade doesn't exist because our allies put up massive trade barriers to our food goods that we specialize in producing. Massive tariffs on beef and dairy products are not free trade. The EU has massive restrictions on US beef. This is not free trade. The United States was the only one to play by the rules of free trade, opening our markets to everyone. And the rest of the world slapped our hand away when we specialized in agriculture, when we specialized in cattle. Every one of our erstwhile allies who talks about free trade while refusing to abide by the very ideological concept of free trade deserves to have their goddamn eyebrows slapped off their stupid smirking fucking faces. But now, we're America, bitch. This state of affairs relied on having weak, image-obsessed presidents who would overlook this sorry sack of shit state of affairs in order to maintain the appearance of being the leader of the free world, which apparently involved being pilloried and plowed in the ass. Every president since Truman, in turn, either would work to maintain stable approval ratings or would treat those approval ratings like an expendable resource, gradually expending public approval to push their agendas through. Trump is not an image-obsessed president. He's spent decades developing the character that he has. He spent years, quite literally, making the Donald Trump show. He let his approval ratings bottom out. And now he has nowhere to go but up. Trump can fight the trade battles no other president could because he doesn't care if his approval rating dips. Chances are it will increase because every tick upwards is someone who has changed his mind about Trump. We're America, bitch, means Trump is able to dig in his heels and call our allies on their bullshit. See, it's true. Trump wants free trade. He does. Free trade works, so long as everybody abides by free trade. Democratic socialists that run the EU, Canada, Mexico, they don't. We're America, bitch, means we don't have to be afraid of the consequences experts tell us to be afraid of. What the fuck do these experts have to say? Were they telling us that the EU and Canada were fucking us on our beef trade for decades? We're America, bitch, means that we have no fear. We have the economy and the capacity to drive any erstwhile trade war opponents into the ground. We have the smartest, most lethal, most adaptive military on the planet. There is no adversary that can compare to us. Look at what we've accomplished with no fear. We're closer to denuclearization on the Korean Peninsula than ever before. We're closer to removing the mullahs than ever before with the ending of the Iran deal. We've proven that there is no military adversary that can compare. The experts won't let go of their fear. A political establishment hell-bent on maintaining the status quo will make you afraid of our military, afraid of our strength, afraid of our economy. You tell them, you say to their tweets and to their emails and to their public appearances, you say this to them. Are you listening? Are you listening? Get real close. Fuck your fear. We're America, bitch. There is nothing on God's green earth left for us to be afraid of.